Hey everybody, Professor Kennedy here with Raiders Review. I want to look back on the Bronco game, and I want to draw your attention to number 28, a recent addition, Josh Jacobs. One of the things I'm most impressed about this young man is that coming out of the Saban system in Alabama, a lot of times running backs are overused and they don't have much legs when they get to the National Football League. Well, that's not the case for him. We saw in that Monday night game against the Broncos, he ran hard in the fourth quarter when they needed it most. And one of my favorite plays of all time is power, and I want to take a look at that right now. I want to start with the blocking scheme. The idea behind the jumbo package, when you bring in Brandon Parker, reserve offensive tackle, he now becomes your extra blocking tight end. Against this look, if you count the defenders, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 defenders in the box. Typically, you don't want to run it, but when you bring in a jumbo package, you're going to expect it because now there's a safety in the hole. It adjusts the blocking just slightly, but let's draw it up and see how it goes. Center is going to chip and come back on a defensive guard. Tackle is going to chip, come back to seal the edge. Guard's going to pull up in the hole. Guard takes nose guard. These two take these two back here. Ingold is going to come off to seal the edge. Tight end goes up for the front side linebacker, and the backside guard is supposed to lead up, and the hole should be right here. Let's take a look. As you see the double team at the top between Parker and Brown, and Debbie's pulling in the hole. Now it's a little congested, but look at the vision. The backside B gap opens up, and Jacob's able to take advantage of it. It's a big run. In order to be a good running team, you really have to be able to do the same play out of different formations. The Raiders now have 2 tight ends in the game. No longer did they bring in Brandon Parker like the last look we saw at Power, but it's going to be the same play and the same outcome. Foster Moreau is now in, and typically what he's supposed to do is go to the front side backer as the guard pulls around to lead up in the hole, along with Alec Ingold kicking out. The guard and the tackle double team to the backside linebacker. Center has man. As I said, guard pulls, tackle seals. What's great about this one is when Josh Jacobs gets in the hole, he does a lot on its own, but I want you to pay particularly close attention to the double team between the guard and tackle. And the snap of the ball, notice how the double team cleared that hole out. Take a really good defensive tackle of the Broncos and put him on his back. That hole opens up just a little bit, and Jacobs does the rest with all power. Big time score. At this particular point in the game, the Broncos know the Raiders have to run the ball to keep the clock moving. So what the Raiders are trying to do is they want the Broncos to think they're going to run a run that they had success all night, be it power with this formation, and show them just a little wrinkle. This is a predetermined cutback play, but it looks up front all to the Broncos that they're going to run power just like they've been running all night. Watch how this develops, and watch how Josh Jacobs uses his great vision. The one who's going to really make the mistake is this nose guard right here, Shelby Harris. He sees this formation. He sees Alec Ingold in the backfield, offset. He thinks the play is going to go here, and he actually helps this play. Let's take a look. See how Shelby Harris jumped over to the B gap? Again, the Broncos think it's power. You see how much they're shifting over to the offense's right, their left. Nice hole. A little misdirection keeps the chains moving. So what we learned from the Bronco game is that Josh Jacobs was a great addition to this offense. He did very well running between the tackles and also had a big-time catch late in the game to help seal the Raiders' victory. But moving forward, it's this offensive line. When it counted in a 4-minute offense, these guys up front really paved the way for Josh Jacobs to have a big day and seal the game. Well, that's Raiders Review. I'll see you next week.
Hey Raider Nation, if you like that video, please hit the subscribe button below so you don't miss any of our exclusive content, behind the scenes footage, and more. Go Raiders.